The simple act of parenting yourself sounds like thinking of yourself as a little baby or a little child you love in your care, who is distressed, who is going through a similar situation you are in right now, and you are the parent of that child at the same time. And you want to think about how you can find out what's happening to this child, how you can pay attention and attend to this child, how you can ask questions and communicate with this child, and how you can soothe this child, hug this child, talk to this child in a kind way, do something for this child to ease their pain, to soothe their distress, to plan what you can do about their situation so that they feel relief in the moment. One, they also don't keep having recurring problems, or they just have some comfort like what babies do, because despite us attending to babies in the moment, they will still be distressed a few hours later, and we still need to attend to them again. So we provide them with comfort, we provide them with nutrition, we meet their needs, we soothe them, we talk to them nicely, we make sure they feel heard, they feel understood, they feel acknowledged. We make sure they have a sense of belonging where we stay with them and we pay attention to them. So this is the same thing. This is the same child in you. Each time you have a problem, you have a trigger. Each time you are facing a life challenge, the child in you is frustrated, is distressed, is basically anxious, because it's all to do with anxiety, conditioned anxiety. And so what you are needing to do for this child is to attend to them. And this is where, or what we are not taught. This is something we might not think to do, or we might not be aware to do, to sit with ourselves and hug ourselves. Give yourself a hug with both your arms, and you speak to yourself kindly, like a loving mother would for a baby they love. You create a calm environment for yourself. You put your feet down to ground. You look around you, use your 5 senses to touch, to see, to hear, to taste, and to smell. So these are the things you want to remember each time you are triggered, each time you face a life crisis. What can you do for yourself that a loving parent would do for a child they love? And then you might need to get yourself a calming tea, such as chamomile, if you're not allergic. You might need to see if you can find yourself some lavender, if you're not allergic, and just light a lavender candle, and then let the emissions just get to you, and you smell them, you breathe them in, and you start to calm down, and you are soothing yourself, you are speaking kindly to yourself. And you might have a weighted blanket, and you might have a stuffed toy, you might have a favorite thing, a grounding object which you can hold, which you have with you, so that you can just ground. You might have some favorite music to listen to, and avoid sad music. Try to find something calming for the moment, or something uplifting, not too much, because we don't want to bypass these emotions. We want to feel in the moment and understand what is going on, so that in future we are able to name what's going on inside. And this is where you then try to work out what happened and how are you feeling. Put it in words in that moment. Give yourself time. Allocate yourself time to nurture yourself, to nurture your inner child. Take the time like you would as a parent who's attending to a baby to say my baby is distressed right now. I can't answer the phone. I can't talk to people. I need to make sure that baby is attended to before I can talk to people. Give yourself that time. You deserve it. And it is an important part of your healing, of the quality of your life. Inquire within to clarify what happened and what are you feeling or how are you feeling, because these are some of the important aspects of self-parenting we are needing to learn. Just like we ask baby, what's wrong, what's the matter, how are you feeling, and then put in words how we are feeling and link it to what happened, because there is so much that's going to happen in the world. And if we are not able to parent ourselves, the world is going to come crashing down on us. When something happens out there, when something is happening in the home where we live, we need to have an inner parent to go to, someone or some safe home to go to and speak to someone there and clarify what's going on and what we can do about what's going on before we step out of our inner world and communicate with people around us. Because we have agency and we need to utilize that by accessing the inner parent and using these emotions to clarify what happened, what else was happening before this happened, what are my emotional states, or what were my emotional states before this happened, and how am I feeling? What are my sensations, images, feelings, and what am I thinking? And what is the root cause, which can then link to the unmet need, which has been triggered in the moment, and then we parent ourselves. Baby wants comfort, baby wants food, baby wants some cuddles, and that's what we are needing to address within ourselves. And when we do that on our own, because ultimately the final decision rests with you. You are the thinker of your thoughts. You are the feeler of your feelings. So you are needing to utilize those thoughts and those feelings to clarify what you need. You are the one who feels your hunger and your thirst. And so with any other feeling, it's also the same. You are the one who needs to clarify that. Even if you have to have a co-parent for your inner child, someone like a sponsor from Codependency Anonymous, a coach, a therapist, a counselor, that's a co-parent for your inner child. But the final decision rests with you and your feelings start with you. So this is what you are needing to clarify, to create a safe home within yourself. This is why we need to learn to sit with our emotions and parent ourselves, so that we create an environment to which we can go when the world is a struggle, or when something is going well in the world. We can come home content. We can come home to be soothed. We can come home to rest. This is why we need to create that habit. We need to have those routines and habits of self-parenting, so that our inner world is safer for our inner child, is safer for us, and we don't go out of the world rattled all the time, angry, upset, unsteady, and frustrated. Yes, things are going to happen in the world. Yes, we are going to be triggered. Yes, people are going to do whatever they do, but we need a safe home to go to. And then this is where then we also need to have love on 3 levels in our decisions. When we have made the decisions or created solutions about how we are feeling, we have soothed, we have grounded, we are steady, and then we decide what else we need to do about our life, our situation. We then also go to our inner circle and we engage with our inner circle. We also go out into the world and serve our purpose. Other resources outside which are at our disposal, but we need to first tune in to make sure we are choosing fit for purpose resources at the right time after parenting ourselves.